Welcome back to the channel. In this video, debadging the back of the Astra to try and make it look a bit cleaner, polishing the exhaust which is long overdue, removing some black wrap that is only on one side of the car from a previous owner, and changing the wipers because they barely function. So starting with debadging, this is a lot easier with a bit of heat. Hairdryer will do. Just heating the badge up for about a minute and then using floss, just threaded behind the badge, to cut through the adhesive. There's no pins on the badges on Astras and Vectras, so they come off without leaving a hole in the boot. And it really is that easy. It takes maybe a minute or two if you get lucky and yours isn't stuck on too hard. So I'll get this one off, and then I'll get rid of the Astra lettering from the boot strip as well. Now this is the slow bit, picking the adhesive off by hand. It's probably better to do this by hand than with a tool, just to protect your paint, and I don't think it'll go that much quicker with a tool anyway. And once again, the key here is plenty of heat makes the adhesive much easier to remove, and if it starts getting hard to take off, just get the hairdryer back on it for another 10-15 seconds and it should come right off. And then the last step is cleaning and polishing. On the chrome strip I used Autosol metal polish, and on the boot I used a polishing compound on a buffing pad on a drill. And the reason you want to do this is because you'll normally get an outline of where the badge was, because underneath the badge the paint hasn't been exposed to any UV or dirt or anything like that, so it all ends up a slightly different colour unless you can decontaminate it properly. If you don't have any polish, I've used WD-40 on a microfiber cloth in the past because it's a weak solvent that shouldn't damage the paint, but obviously this is the better way of doing it. And I thought, while I've got the metal polish out, I might as well give the exhaust a quick once over because it's looking a little worse for wear. And honestly, the before and after on this is a lot crazier than I was expecting. I'm really pleased with how that came out. Next up, I'm getting rid of this tacky carbon fibre effect wrap that's on the driver's side B-pillar. While I like how the black wrap makes the line of the front and back windows flow a bit better, fake carbon fibre is really not my thing. I might eventually get this redone professionally in a gloss black, but I definitely couldn't do it myself and make it actually look decent. So for now I'm just leaving the B-pillars blue, so at least they're symmetrical again. The seal down the inside of the B-pillar has to come off to get to the wrap, and so does the window trim at the bottom, which just pulls upwards. And then same as with the badges, a bit of heat makes the wrap come off a lot easier. And the final thing I've changed for this video is a new set of Bosch wipers, because you can actually see in the slow motion here, the old ones were bouncing their way across the windscreen, so they definitely needed changing. Thankfully it's really easy to just pop the old wiper off and pop a new one on, and then the wipers should work good as new. At this point I was interrupted by some crows going absolutely mental over the road. And I also spent half an hour cutting, drilling and painting some sheet metal to reinforce the bottom of my garage door frame where a bolt had pulled through and broken one of the springs. So for the first time in 2 years I don't have to wrestle the garage door open to get in and out. Finally I cleaned the car up to get rid of the polishing compound and stuff that had splattered all over it and get it all looking nice again.